say she's a long way from suburban talking. Oh, it's disconnecting, bro. What did I do? Bro, what is going on today with the whole... Hold up. Everything's crashing. Hold up. Everything just decided to crash for me out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I know what it is. That gameplay was just so fire. But we are gonna check out Blitzwinger today too, because Blitzwinger got some more stuff. And wait, Chad, do you guys want to react to the Wolverine prequel comic? Because that prequel comic's crazy. Yo, Nick, what's going on? The prequel comic is crazy. You know, eventually, one of these days, this is gonna work for me. Hold up. One of these days, this will work. All right, are we good? Is it working? Hello? Is it working? Hello? Hello? All right, are we good? Is it working? Hello? All right, we're good. Yo, can you guys hear me? Let me know if it was lagging. Hold on. Everything crashed. Like, everything just completely crashed. Okay, we're good. Everything crashed for me for some reason. All right, we got Blitzwinger we gotta react to. Do you guys want to react to the prequel comic? Because the prequel comic, it was crazy. We're gonna go ahead and check out Blitzwinger.
Massive. What's going on, everybody? My name is Wolverine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new Marvel's Wolverine update video. And my good googly moogly, did they go ahead and cook? Not only did they drop that story trailer, which I did a full breakdown of, absolutely incredible, so many Easter eggs, so many references, so many story implications. Make sure to check out that video. But at the same time, while they were over,
hold on, why? Hold up. Why? Hold up, chat. Why are you guys like all the way over here? Go right there. Yo, Sean, what's good? What's good, Sean? How are you? Reacted to more Blitzwinger.
Comic-Con, they went ahead and revealed a ton
they had
of
more
other stuff. In fact, they hosted a 40-minute panel where they talked about the game. They revealed tons of things about the story of the game, which we're going to break down. On top of that, They went ahead and also revealed a brand new playable costume in the game, so we'll talk about that.
Wait,
and
new suit?
an absolutely insane rumor has just gone ahead and dropped about this game, which we'll talk about. And if it's true, this is going to be an absolute game changer. Now, of course, before we dive into all the details, just a quick request from all of you lovely people. If you could take a quick moment and leave a like. Thank you guys so very much for the support. And without further ado, let's dive on in. So let's get things off with some exciting new screenshots. Starting with Jean Grey. We have seen this outfit for her. In fact, I believe this is the same outfit that she wears in the extended gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
Where we originally saw her reveal for this game. So this is pretty much...
It looks like her... Chat, this looks... I'm gonna tell you this right now. It looks like her suit from the X-Men movies. Because, like, in the movie, she has the cloak. Like, she has the cloak and the quarters up. Okay, question. Which one do you like more? Do you like this? Okay, this is gonna sound crazy. Do you like this outfit more, or do you like the actual Phoenix outfit, or her like actual like X-197 outfit? Hold up, chat. We're actually gonna pull it up real quick. Hold on, we're gonna pull it up real quick. So weird because she wore a cloak. It wasn't this cloak. It was the one from X-Men 2. No, it wasn't the one from Last Stand. Hold on. I'm doing good since I found out that I don't know if it's true or not, or whether the main villain or other main villains, or whether or not. Hold up. I'm looking at chat on my phone. Hold on. When it comes to the true main villain of the game, oh, they probably. I'm not gonna say they probably released. They probably dropped the one that they probably the villains. I'm not gonna say anything, but like a lot of people have kind of found out the main villains in the trailer, but it's 50-50. Are you talking about? It's not the one from Last Stand. The one from Last Stand, like Jean has a red cloak. Ghost Rider 2028. I saw that movie's gonna be fire. That movie has to be fire. That movie's gonna be fire. Ghost Rider. We're getting another Ghost Rider movie. Do you know how long since? Do you know how long it's been since we've had a Ghost Rider movie? Well, I'm gonna have to show you guys a clip of the It was whenever Jean and Storm meet Nightcrawler. Like they took the cloak and everything from Jean from this movie. Like the cloak. All he did was just change. All he did was just have it be purple and just kept the all black look. Which automatically looks fire. I can't wait to see Ghost Rider and Black Panther 3. Yeah, I can't wait to see them either. This is gonna sound, from what I know, T'Challa's son is gonna be the king in this one. Because if it's true, that's gonna be a hell of a game changer. Oh yeah, he's in the trailer. He's in the trailer. Yeah, like they did take inspiration for Gene's outfit from the movie, and I like this outfit a lot. I'm not gonna tell you who the main villain is in this trailer, but like I know who it is. I know who's voicing him. We need a Marvel's Ghost Rider game. A Marvel's Ghost Rider game would be so fire because you could have. Oh, don't even get me started on what they could do with the Hell Cycle. The last Ghost Rider movie, it was Nicolas Cage, Eva Mendes, and Sam Elliott. Yep. And for this one, we have Ryan Gosling playing Ghost Rider. I like that casting so much. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I would have liked it to be the dude from I would have liked it better if it was the guy that played Jake in the Avatar movies, but I'm gonna let them cook. I'm gonna let them cook with that. I just can't wait to see I can't wait to see like his first time ever like doing the whole entire like changing into the spirit too. It's gonna be fire. But yeah, I'm not gonna show like okay. He's let's just say that he's important and he's right here. I'm not gonna say anything, but like he's right there. he's in front of Logan. If they make a Ghost Rider game, that would be so fire. Like you can have like don't even start like you could have you would have his chains be like you can have his chains play like the Blades of Chaos. Oh my god. Like you can have his chains play like the Blades of Chaos too. Like people want Ghost Rider added into Rivals right now. Yeah, like he's right there. Like Wolverine is like right there. Like not Wolverine, but like he's right there. But like I don't like he's people have said that he's the main villain. Like I'm like right now we know the main villain's Trask, but like I still think they're gonna do some Van Kleist type shit. But like, all right, let's go back to this video real quick.
Much I'm assuming going to be kind of her like default look when she's teaming up with Logan because she's got the long trench coat, the mostly black attire. However, obviously the story gameplay trailer did give us a
What do you think about the actor playing Ghost Rider? What do you think about the actor playing as Ghost Rider? What version do you think he's gonna be? What version do you think? I don't know. The only two that I know about are Johnny and Robbie because of Agents of Shield and well the movies. I think he's gonna be depending on the version that they do because I don't read a lot of Ghost. I've never read a Ghost Rider comic. I've seen the casting list for. I've seen what they're doing. They have Blackheart pretty much. If you've seen the original Ghost Rider movie, or the if you've seen Spirit of Vengeance and Ghost Rider 1, they're doing something similar with that from like the casting that I've seen. Nova's getting a show. I'm hoping that they add him in there. War Machine's definitely gonna make it in there somehow. Let's
look at that really cool sort of Marvel Girl or classic Jean Grey inspired look. So definitely really happy that they're going ahead and including that. Then, speaking of happy, holy moly, I love this reveal right here. Not only does Logan look incredibly awesome in that cinematic shot with the snow and everything, Mystique, in my opinion, looks the coolest she has looked so far.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, chat. We need to check out the Doomsday trailer.
This is her in a classic Mystique attire.
Bro,
instead of the suits that we've seen her wearing for the most part in all of the trailers up until this point, where she was wearing the Team X suit, here she's wearing what looks like more of a classic outfit that you would see her wearing in the comics, which I adore. So I think that's really freaking cool that they go ahead and include that and obviously reveal it to us as well. And then over on the left-hand side, we got Sabretooth appear in the latest story trailer as well. We have a classic-looking Sabretooth. Again, I appreciate the Team X suits. They look cool. They look very tactical and everything, but they look a little too uniform for me.
Orange fits Sabretooth way better in this game.
They went ahead and also included a classic homage here to Sabretooth with the sort of, I guess, like brownish yellow costume, and then he's also got the fur around the neck and everything.
Yeah,
looks incredible. Sabretooth is one of the best and coolest looking characters in the entire game so far. Now, on top of these exciting screenshots,
Sabretooth looks crazy in this game.
Also revealed a ton of story stuff. Like, seriously, some really interesting things about the game here. But fear not,
yeah, you saw that?
Go listen to
Doom's crazy. He stopped Thor. Devil was 20 yesterday. He walked up and said, "Why is Thor crying?"
To the entire panel, I got you guys. I
like, why is Thor crying? He's like, so just sit I don't know.
And enjoy the breakdown. First and foremost, I wanted to mention something that was very interesting. They specifically went ahead and multiple times mentioned that this is not an origin story for Wolverine. So it does seem like this is going to be more of a story that kind of is focused on exploring, like, hey, Wolverine is Wolverine. He does have his adamantium skeleton. There's not going to be a heavy focus in this game on his origin story. Now, with that being said, though, interestingly enough, there was a specific mention at one point during the panel where they went ahead and said that Nathaniel Ethics is the one that will find Logan in the woods in kind of more of a feral state, which
there it is.
That is probably right.
Feral's wait,
become the.
Wait, he said, hold up, wait, hold up. That's interesting because, like, hold up. That's interesting because, like, hold up.
Find Logan.
Wait, hold up. Listen to what you just said.
In the woods.
Hold up. Listen to what he just said.
Specific mention at one point during the panel where they went ahead and said that Nathaniel Ethics is the one that will find Logan in the woods in kind of more of a feral state, which implies that that is probably right when he has just become the Weapon X, or has just broken away from the Weapon X program. And he is the one that kind of tries to turn Logan more human again and kind of helps him find his human side. So that is interesting. It also gives you an idea of, I guess, where that relationship is established. And
so wait, hold up. You guys know that part in the trailer, like at the end of the trailer where he goes feral? He said he finds him in the woods.
Remember who you are.
He had to have caught him in this state. This has to be whenever he recruits Wolverine right here. This part where he's in full on enrage mode. This has to be the part where he catches him. Cause like right here, holy, hold up. Dang, bro, got fangs and everything. This has to be the part where he catches him. where he gets him a part of Team X. Because like they're in the woods. And he's surrounded by Reavers, so probably this is the part where he caught him in a feral state. Because like right here, like in the trailer, like it's very like in the gameplay, like the Reavers are like, oh god, he's gone feral. Here he's. This makes me feel like Sinister caught him in this state, like where he just killed a bunch of the Reavers.
Why Logan cares for Nathaniel Essex in the story, because he feels like he's the man that kind of brought him back from that animalistic side back to a more human side. So that was certainly a very interesting detail that they went ahead and covered. And since we're on the topic of Wolverine and Nathaniel Essex, we obviously have to also talk about Team X. In the Marvel's Wolverine prequel comic, which just dropped, I made a video about that.
Hold up real quick. Hold up, we need to do a Deadpool game. We need to do Deadpool game. We do. We need to do Deadpool game. I want to say we need a new Blade game because the Blade game might be getting canceled. The Blade game might be getting canceled. I've heard that the Blade game might get canceled.
Breaking down all the reveals, and that really freaking cool as well, by the way. But in that prequel comic, we find out that Nathaniel Essex is the one who actually puts together Team X. He's kind of like the leader behind the team. And obviously we find out that Wolverine is a part of the team. Well, during this particular panel, they went ahead and confirmed a couple of things.
Right.
First and foremost, they confirmed that the prequel comic will explore the story of how and why Logan actually goes ahead and quits or leaves Team X.
What?
And then the game picks up with Logan basically being off the team, so he's actually not part of Team X for roughly around a 3-year time period, which is kind of interesting. Hopefully they'll go ahead and fill in some of those blanks and details there in the game itself. But
okay, so that's fire. So he joins back like in the middle of probably the Sentinel crisis. Why did I just do that? Okay, we're good.
After having left Team X kind of in a very abrupt way, he comes back, and that is why we also see in a lot of the trailers up until now, there is a certain kind of like rift between members of Team X,
him and
like Sabretooth and Logan, aside from obviously their brothers, and they've had rivalries and everything like that.
Yep.
But we specifically see, and we will see that explored, the idea that Team X kind of feels like he kind of let him down, the fact that he just abruptly leaves the team and everything. So they're going to go ahead and explore that in the actual game. So that was certainly a really, really massive reveal there in terms of the actual story implications, in terms of time frames, and it makes the prequel comic so much more important to read. So I can't wait to see the next issue drop, because I'm hoping.
Bro, so that's the reason why him and Sabretooth have beef, because he said that he thought that they were back. He thought that Wolverine was back and that the whole entirety of Team X was back. And Sabretooth hates. Bro, they're gonna fight over. Oh god, that fight's gonna be brutal.
What it is that actually causes Logan to leave Team X to begin with and turn his back on this squad. And of course, it's also going to be equally as interesting to find out what is it that ultimately makes Logan come back to the team 3 years later. Another interesting story detail that they dropped during the panel itself is the confirmation that Lady Deathstrike, who of course we got the reveal for her in the CGI trailer, and then we also saw her in the latest story gameplay trailer where we actually got to see her in-game character model. Well, during this panel, they went ahead and confirmed that she will indeed be the leader
of the Hand.
So she's going to be kind of at the very tip of the spear when it comes to the Hand organization within this particular universe in the Marvel 1048. On top of that, they specifically kind of teased the idea that the Hand is going to be a faction that is going to be facing off against Logan throughout this game, and ultimately it is his dealings with the Hand that will take us over to Japan to explore what the heck is going on behind this mysterious demon-worshipping faction. Now, on top of all the exciting story reveals, they also went ahead and dropped a bunch of other announcements, including the confirmation of the composer of the game, which will actually be David Fleming, who's probably most famous from his work on the HBO series for Last of Us, doing the composing for both Season 1 and Season 2, and then also he worked on the James Gunn Superman movie, so he was the composer on that. This is actually going to be his very first foray into video games, and what a start we have.
Bro, this already sounds so fire. Even though I prefer, I do really, even though like I do like the Marvel's Wolverine music. Dun, 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 dun. I will say I do like the part where
that very first single that they went ahead and revealed from the official soundtrack is appropriately titled Logan, which is super duper cool indeed. It's also very interesting that they confirmed and announced that the soundtrack will be releasing ahead of the game. So we know that the game is dropping on September 15th, but the soundtrack will be available on August 28th of 2026. So that is certainly pretty dang exciting. I'm also very, very curious. Will we have which Star Wars movie was it that spoiled stuff with the soundtrack, where it was like, I think the death of Qui-Gon or something like that? So hopefully the soundtrack doesn't spoil anything for the story, but I am looking forward to giving it a listen. I think that the main track that they revealed, the first single off the soundtrack, I think sounds awesome. I love that it has this very kind of super heroic tone, but then it has this very kind of like rustic feel as well. So yeah, definitely really, really, really excited to hear the full soundtrack on August 20th.
Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream.
On top of that, excitingly so, during the panel, they went ahead and confirmed that they're doing a little bit of a crossover collaboration with the folks over at
Marvel Tokon,
because they went ahead and revealed that the the Wolverine suit from Marvel Tokon will indeed be playable in Marvel's Wolverine. I gotta say, I love the suit. I don't know if it's the angle of the screenshot that they shared. The head for Wolverine does look a little bit large, just like in terms of like comparison to his body, like the proportionality to the body. But I wonder if it's just the way that the image is angled, because it almost looks like we're kind of looking like down at him slightly. So I wonder if there's just a weird perception happening there. Aside from that, I think
we're in the Tokon suit.
The suit is absolutely fantastic. Another really lovely detail that they actually shared during the panel for this suit is that they confirmed that this is going to be a suit that is unlockable via crafting in the game, so you don't need to like buy any DLC or anything like that, which is wonderful. It's a suit that will be available day one when the game launches on September 15th. And then on top of that, they revealed that the way that we'll actually have access to quote-unquote crafting the suit in the game is by actually visiting a Japanese arcade, which I think is such a cool detail. I love that sort of stuff where it's like, hey, first of all, it confirms that we'll visit a Japanese arcade or have the option to visit a Japanese arcade at some point during the game. That's fun. In addition to that, obviously, I just love the fact—
Wait a minute, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. I just thought about this for a second. The game's linear, right? But like, we do see that they're in a ship of some sort. Like, it's like the Team X ship. Shout out to Woody for pointing that out. I did not even know that. Shout out to Woody for pointing that out. I was watching the stream yesterday. Shout out to Joseph Woody. I didn't even see that or think about that. Like right here before the hand jump in. This seems like, well, yes, the game is linear, but it's like We're gonna be going on a ship. It's like something like from Jedi Survivor, where you can go from here, like we can go from Japan to Madripoor to Canada somehow in some way. Like if we're gonna be doing some stuff like that, almost like the Jedi games. I don't know. That's just something to think about. Ooh. I don't know. That's just something to think about, chat. I don't know.
Into this Japanese arcade and bam, it'll be like, hey, now you can go ahead and craft this suit. I think that's a really fun detail. Obviously, it also ties into the whole Marvel Tokon fighting game, arcade cabinets and all that. So I think that's a really, really lovely detail. Another lovely detail that they shared is that the collaboration
The
with
Battle
Marvel
Reborn
Tokon
suit,
will
they're
not
swapping
end
suits.
with Tokon appearing in Marvel's Wolverine. We're going the other way as well, because they went ahead and confirmed that the Wolverine Battle Reborn costume, which for those of you that are not aware as to what that is the main suit in Marvel's Wolverine. That is the name of the suit that Insomniac Games designed for Marvel's Wolverine. And so that suit is actually going to be added into Marvel Tokon on September 1st. And the good thing is that it will be a free DLC. So if you're a Wolverine
They need to add this suit to Rivals, by the way.
main, you have a suit.
Even though technically I need them to add the suit to Rivals because one, they did the same thing with the Spider-Man. They did the same thing with Spider-Man, but this time they're doing it with Tokon. But like, can we get this suit in? Can we get this suit in Rivals? Like, is there a chance that we could get this?
But a little while ago, Mike Daly, one of the producers on the game, actually talked to Push Square. And during that interview, he revealed something that, in my opinion, is a pretty dang big deal. And I haven't really seen anyone talk about it. And that is the fact that Marvel's Wolverine will launch with New Game Plus. So
on day one,
both Marvel's Insomniac games, but then on top of that, I feel like just in general, most video games nowadays don't launch with New Game Plus. We usually end up getting like New Game Plus later. Well,
see, like, Chad, that's exactly what we need. It's dropping day one.
It seems like that will not be the case with Marvel's Wolverine because, and I quote, he said the following: on the disc, I love that he said on the disc, obviously, go physical media, we're shipping New Game Plus, which means right after you beat the campaign, if you want, you can play the game over again. And our goal was to make sure that second time through was just as fun as the first one. So we let things be a little bit higher paced, a little higher danger, and with more intensity, implying that obviously there'll be an added element of difficulty implemented with the New Game Plus. It's just a few more things to unlock that really change the dynamic of gameplay to keep it exciting the second time around. Which is super cool because they're basically confirming that not only did they design the game to be a really fun experience the first time around, but they're trying to give us that kind of mission replayability and replay value in general with the story of the game through the New Game Plus and the mission replayability in terms of difficulty and such. So I think that's very, very smart, especially because, again, with Marvel's Spider-Man, I feel like a lot of the quote-unquote replay value or value that a lot of us derive from that game beyond just the story is the ability to swing through the city and kind of just, explore New York City for ourselves because there's this vast open world to go ahead and traverse. Obviously, because Wolverine is going to be a linear game, it does not have an open world component. I think it's very important to have New Game Plus at launch. And then on top of that, have replay value for the story. That way you feel like there's a reason to kind of keep coming back to the game over and over again. And then we have the big one, the story that legitimately set the entire Marvel's Wolverine community ablaze, and I'm of course talking about IMDb. Yes, the website that is known as the Internet Movie Database. Now, why exactly am I bringing that up? Well, if you head on over to that website right now and you type in Marvel's Wolverine, you can see some very interesting details. So first and foremost, it does offer obviously a very nice summary of the other voice actors / actors in general that will be portraying some of the beloved characters in Marvel's Wolverine.
Oh, Steph, you have to do. Hold up. Time out. You have to do that real enemy to state all this. Oh God. Unless you did the Harper enemy to state. But oh God.
The beloved characters in Marvel's Wolverine, like for example,
they're gonna go that right with the Japan section.
Part of the San Diego Comic-Con panel and did a wonderful job, by the way. She really seems to really love this character of Jean Grey, and she seems extremely, extremely passionate about playing the character of Jean Grey, so that was really lovely to see. Obviously, we also saw Liam McIntyre, but if we go down the list
Weather
of
Wizard
other characters that appear here, we have Brett Gibson, who is Victor Creed, or of course Sabretooth. We have Joe.
Oh, by the way, spoilers chat. Spoilers chat. Hold up.
Brett Gibson.
Apparently, this dude's gonna this dude's the Sabretooth actor. He's gonna be in GTA 6. Someone looked at his IMDb, and apparently he's going to be playing someone in GTA 6. He's gonna be in GTA 6.
Who is Victor Creed, or of course Sabretooth. We
Right.
have Jolene Kim, or maybe it's Yolene Kim. Sorry if I'm
Jolene,
mispronouncing the name.
Lady
And she
Deathstrike.
will of course be voicing Yuriko Oyama, or Lady Deathstrike. Then we have Liam McIntyre, who's of course going to be James Howlett, or Wolverine. Then we have Nicole Passant, or maybe it's Picant, maybe.
I was wondering
Sorry
who
if
was
I
playing her.
mispronounced that. She'll be doing the voice of Raven/Mystique. And then we have the one name that is just kind of a head scratcher, because you
What?
look at it and you're like, wait, what? And that says Bruce Nozick.
That says
the
Apocalypse.
voice of Apocalypse. Now, with that in mind, that is absolutely insane. Because
What? What? Nah. That's not, this. Okay, I changed my mind. Apocalypse is in this game. Well, nah. Well, what are we doing? Is this real? Apocalypse is too much. But then again, we do see that coffin in the trailer, though. So.
Because as of right now, we really have not had any hints at Apocalypse besides that tiny little spray paint on the wall in one of the scenes that I covered in my extended gameplay trailer breakdown. Outside of that, we really have not gotten a whole lot of references. Maybe in the story trailer that could be the casket of Apocalypse and the four horsemen and all that. Maybe that ends up being what that ends up being within the story itself. But this is pretty insane. Now, the one thing I will say, though, is that I would take a little bit of a grain of salt with this for a couple of reasons. So first of all, I'm not 100% certain as to how IMDb works, but when I went to the actual website to check all of this for myself, I do see a little pencil marker next to pretty much every category, and it says edit. And so that gave me a bit of pause, just in the sense that if this is something that is editable in the same fashion as something like Wikipedia, this could be just someone trolling and trying to wish list this to happen and to occur. So I'm not 100% certain. Do you need to
it is
have
square
some sort
to.
of
I always wonder what that was.
credentials in order to be able to post on IMDb or not? So for those that are maybe more familiar with IMDb, please go ahead and lend some credence to and some credibility to this. Let me know down in the comment section below. Can anyone just go ahead and edit things on IMDb? So could this just be somebody trolling and basically saying, oh yeah, Apocalypse is in this, totally, wink, wink. Or does this seem like something that we should definitely take seriously as an actual possibility for Marvel's Wolverine? Now, of course, besides all that, I also
that's
did wanna
crazy.
go ahead and share a couple of other cool things that they went ahead and showcased during San Diego Comic-Con for Marvel's Wolverine, including this incredible billboard that they put up on one of the sides of the building with the claw marks slashing on through, which looks absolutely spectacular. That would be really cool to see in person. Speaking of seeing things in person, they have an absolutely beautiful statue of Wolverine standing atop a bunch of rubble with the name tag up front of the Marvel Wolverine logo and the Trask building, or Trask Industries logo in the background as well. By the way, this feels like this could have been a really, really nice collector's edition. If we ever did get a collector's edition for this game, this could have been kind of like the 19 inches of Venom. So that would have been pretty cool if they went ahead and turned this into an actual statue, but a really nice statue. In fact, Leah McIntyre, who's of course the voice and going to be, or did the motion capture, I should say, for Wolverine, posed in front of the statue, and it looks so freaking cool. It also gives you just a sense and an idea of just how big this giant statue is, so that was very cool to see. Then on top of that, this is really only going to apply to people that are fortunate enough to be at San Diego Comic-Con, but they're actually giving out these Marvel's Wolverine plastic claws that you could go ahead and pick up, which looks so cool. I love that it actually has the logo on the front and everything, so that is definitely really neat. Almost again something that would have been really cool to see, like a collector's edition, or heck, maybe even a pre-order bonus. Remember back in the day when we would pre-order our games physically and we would go ahead and get a really cool pre-order item, like sometimes in a little art book or some figurines or some sticker packs or something like that? These claws would be pretty dang incredible as a pre-order item. That is probably not going to happen, but it is a really cool item, and if you're fortunate enough to be at San Diego Comic-Con, I believe if you visit, I'm not actually certain if it's the PlayStation booth or the Marvel booth, or maybe both of them are actually giving these out, but if you manage to go ahead and snag a copy of these, enjoy them, because they definitely look really freaking awesome. And speaking of awesome, I of course already talked about the very first issue of the Marvel's Wolverine prequel comic that released on the Marvel Unlimited app. Well, once again, for those of you that are fortunate enough to be at San Diego Comic-Con, they're actually going ahead and handing out the prequel comic as a physical release as well, which is so freaking cool. I love the cover. I would love
Bro, the cover looks so good.
Hopefully I managed.
The cover looks so good. Like,
to go ahead and snag a copy of this at some point in time. But if you're fortunate enough to be at San Diego Comic-Con, obviously consider stopping by the Marvel and or the PlayStation booth and seeing if they have any of these still available, so you could go ahead and pick one up. And so with all that being said, there you have it. Another epic Marvel's Wolverine update video is in the books. Let me know what you guys thought was the most exciting announcement that we covered in this video. Of course, guys, if you did enjoy,
I still low-key think that, like, if they're gonna do the run I think they're gonna do for the Japan section, that's gonna be crazy.
Today's video, like always, if you could take a quick moment and leave a like, I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys so very much for your kindness and your support. These videos definitely take quite a while to put together because there's tons and tons of different resources that you have to go ahead and culminate all together. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys could take a moment and share the video, leave a like, and of course, most importantly, I do hope that you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Peace out. I'll see you guys later, alligators. Bye-bye.
Bro, I absolutely love that they are actually going to do what I think they're going to do with Wolverine. All right, we're going to react to the prequel comic. We're going to check out the prequel. We got to check out the prequel comic. We're gonna watch Brainwolf. Well, no, I said Brainwolf. We're gonna watch Brainwolf's video too, because there's another one that I really want to watch too. But right now, we're just gonna go ahead and react to the prequel,
including security. Let's see what happens with Logan, or at least how they set the story up. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Somewhere in the Arizona desert, beneath a full moon, Logan reflects that this is the part of the job he enjoys the most: the calm before the violence erupts. Sitting alone on a rocky outcrop in tactical gear, he takes in the silence, knowing it won't last. The stillness before the screaming was always his favorite part. From above, Logan studies a heavily fenced compound containing what appears to be an old munitions bunker and an unmarked trailer. It doesn't look like much, but something about it feels important. Armed guards patrol the perimeter, while a truck bearing the name Trask sits inside the compound. Seeing the name tells Logan everything he needs to know before sunrise. Every guard below will likely be dead. Taking a drink from his flask, Logan reflects on the aftermath of missions like these. When the dust settles, everyone always asks what happened, but the answer never changes. They did.
Yup.
Logan reunites with Team X, consisting of Sabretooth, Mystique, and Sunfire, under Nathaniel Essex's command. They're presented as humanity's first, last, and only line.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this too. Omega Red's not a part of Team X. Well, he was. They replaced him with Sunfire.
Line of defense for mutant kind. Before the assault begins, Logan radios Essex and warns him that the mission is obviously a trap, giving him one last chance to abort the operation. Essex calmly agrees that it's definitely a trap. Inside the Essex Institute in Canada, Nathaniel Essex drinks tea while explaining that Bolivar Trask knows how to lure mutants into the open, and let's save him some time by putting Team X right in its crossfire. Walter assures Logan that the intelligence they've gathered is accurate, even as Nathaniel urges him to convince Logan to continue with the mission. Walter explains that Trask erased every digital trace connected to the trailer, including security feeds and communications, while even agreeing it's a trap. Essex calls it something far more valuable, an opportunity. Watching events unfold through a massive digital display, Essex reasons that Trask expects Team X to strike from the shadows and is likely prepared overwhelming force. His answer is simple: meet overwhelming force with overwhelming force. Logan receives his final order: infiltrate the bunker, discover what Trask is hiding, get out, and don't let anyone stand in the team's way. Logan acknowledges the mission without hesitation. Sabretooth strides forward eagerly, while Mystique and Sunfire prepare behind him as Team X gets into position. As they move forward to the compound, Wolverine admits there's something wrong about this mission, and he asks Sabretooth if he senses it too. And then jokingly, Mystique says the only bad vibes we're getting are coming from you. Although Mystique dismisses Wolverine's concerns aloud, his enhanced hearing tells him that the others secretly agree. With their hearts racing, they betray themselves with uneasiness.
And your heartbeat.
Suddenly, Logan doubles over in pain, clutching his head as an invisible pressure overwhelms him. He silently admits to the others they have no idea how badly he's actually feeling. Dark shadows begin swirling around Logan as the haunting word "remember" echoes through his mind. His teammates watch in confusion as something buried deep inside him struggles to surface. The black tendrils intensify, wrapping around Logan, while the mysterious force continues pressing him to remember something long forgotten. Just as quickly as it began, Logan regains his composure. Refusing to explain what happened, he insists everything is fine and orders Team X to move out, as long as he's the only one that feels that way.
Right.
The assault begins. Logan charges straight ahead. Sabretooth rushes alongside him. Mystique advances toward the enemy, and Sunfire launches to the sky, engulfed in living flame. Sunfire attacks from above, raining fiery blasts onto the guards as panic spreads across the compound. The guards return fire as Sunfire dodges their attacks easily. Meanwhile, Mystique infiltrates from the west by disguising herself as one of Trask's own soldiers before turning on one of them from within. We see her
Hold on, wait. I just thought about this for a
everyone
second. Hold up. I just thought about this. This could be where we fight Omega Red.
looks in shock.
Because, like, in the trailer, using the trailer, he still has on the exact same uniform. So he probably, because, like, in the trailer, we see he still has on his Team X uniform. So it's probably that we're going to fight Omega Red with the Team X uniform on. Probably either right here, because, like, probably right here sometime in a flashback or something.
With Wolverine's super ability to hear, he's able to listen to the enemy radios erupt with frantic chatter as the guards believe they're being attacked from multiple directions. As Logan listens to every
Like, notice how
and realizes they're making.
Wait, hold up. Notice how in the notice how, and I'm saying this right now. Notice how in the trailer, and notice how, you know, I've read the prequel comic, but you know, I've read this comic already, but it's whatever. Trask doesn't have the Reavers at all here yet.
One fatal mistake. Sabretooth tears through the defenders along the northern fence, revealing the truth. The guards think they've been flanked, but in reality, Team X has them completely surrounded. While his teammates keep the defenders occupied, Logan races towards the bunker entrance as his claws slide free with a shning. He knows exactly where he belongs when the blood fills the air. Logan crashes through the bunker doors in a shower of twisted metal. Within half a second, he realizes the mission has gone terribly wrong. Frozen in place, Logan quietly admits he hates being right, and we see him look off to the distance. The bunker isn't an ammunition depot at all. Instead, it's furnished like a lived-in home, with couches, bookshelves, a television, and signs that people have been living here.
Right.
Trying to contact Team X, Logan discovers the communicator is nothing but static. Someone has cut off all communications. All he can hear is a sniffing there. Logan catches another scent inside the bunker. He's no longer alone as he begins to open the door and turn the handle. And Wolverine uses his super senses to smell what's beyond the door. He slowly opens the door, and when he opens it, he sees the unseen presence remaining perfectly still as the tension builds. And he knows they're perfectly screwed. As he opens up the door, he sees a green reptilian scaled hand and a young mutant girl, who then screams, "Please, don't kill me," as Wolverine has his claws straight to her. Logan finds not a weapon or a monster, but a terrified young mutant girl with green scales, red eyes, and tears of fear. His claws stop inches from her body as the horrifying truth sinks in. This wasn't a military bunker, it was a prison. To be continued. Hell yeah, Mandos. I know everyone's talking crap about Sony and Wolverine, but Insomniac Games has never let us down on gameplay.
Bro, this game's gonna be fire. But they also let someone cut off the communications. I think in the next comic, when we don't even know when the next prequel comic release drop. We don't even know when the next issue is gonna drop. I bet it's gonna be Omega Red that cut off the communications. It has to be. Like, there's no reason why you would not build up Omega Red here, right? Because we see that him and Sabretooth are just going off right here on the Trash Soldiers, right? Why is he fighting Omega Red in the exact same outfit if the communications weren't cut? Like, that does not make any sense. He's wearing the same outfit here that he was in the prequel when the communications got cut. I think Omega Red 100% killed Sunfire. And probably cut off the communications. I think that's what's happening here. Because we've only seen, if you want to count Jean Grey, 4 members of Team X. Because we have Wolverine, Sabretooth, Mystique. You can count Jean Grey, and you can also count Nathaniel. But, like, a Team X member had to have died. If the communications were cut, then one member had to have died. One member had to have died or something. One of the two things had to have happened. Like, what do y'all think, chat? Now, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Omega Red, like, do you guys think this is the part where we fight Omega Red? Because some of the stuff is not adding up. Like, I think that is 100% the case.
Sometimes their story beats aren't always the coolest, but you know what? It's their own universe, and they get to do what they want with it.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Stay tuned for more Wolverine action to come.
Peak. Absolutely love the I love the Spider-Man PS4 prequel comics. So, all right, next we got Brand Wolf. I've been meaning to watch his videos for a good minute.
Logan, it's me. Wait.
Marvel's Wolverine story trailer gives us our clearest look yet at what the game is actually about, and it also revealed that the game will have a comic series released before the game launches that serves as a prequel featuring many of the characters we will see in the game. I think the comic will tell the story of what happened to Logan and Team X and why he decided to leave. Now, before we cover that story, let's break down the trailer's story as best we can. The trailer basically reminds us that Logan is a man carrying a violent past that he has spent years trying to leave behind. A major part of that past appears to involve Team X. It seems like something happened during those years that is now coming back to haunt him. We also get a closer look at Jean Grey, and it appears to reveal that she will be a playable character and a very important one alongside Logan. The trailer basically confirms that there is a past love with Jean that Logan struggles with in the present. There seems to be a lot of tension between the two, and surely more of that story will be explored. As we learned in earlier reveals, mutants exist in the shadows in this universe, and the X-Men aren't even a thing yet, so many will live in fear or are in hiding. Logan and Jean appear to spend some of their time trying to protect them. However, as the conflict grows, it puts them in direct path of Bolivar Trask. The story trailer also showcased many different enemies and organizations that we hadn't seen before. Some of these include Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, The Hand, Trask, and other people connected to Logan's history with Team X. We also see that tensions are high with Sabretooth, who will inevitably become some sort of an antagonist towards Logan, and I expect them to fight as they already appeared to be in a pretty intense conflict during the trailer. We also see Nathaniel Essex in the trailer, which I believe is being played by the legend Troy Baker. If you see him right here, the way he sounds, the way he looks, and if you put this image there,
oh yeah, this is 100% Troy Baker. This is 100% Troy. This is 100% Troy Baker to the right. This is 100% Troy Baker. What the?
Logan! It's me! Wait!
the new Marvel's Wolverine story trailer gives us with Jean that Logan struggles with in the present. There seems to be a lot of tension between the two, and surely more of that story will be explored. As we learned in earlier reveals, mutants exist in the shadows in this universe, and the X-Men aren't even a thing yet, so many will live in fear or are in hiding. Logan and Jean appear to spend some of their time trying to protect them. However, as the conflict grows, it puts them in direct path of Bolivar Trask. The story trailer also showcased many different enemies and organizations that we hadn't seen before. Some of these include Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, The Hand, Trask, and other people connected to Logan's history with Team X. We also see that tensions are high with Sabretooth, who will inevitably become some sort of an antagonist towards Logan, and I expect them to fight as they already appeared to be in a pretty intense conflict during the trailer. We also see Nathaniel Essex in the trailer, which I believe is being played by the legend Troy Baker. If you see him right here, the way he sounds, the way he...
Yeah, that is 100% Troy. Right here. Like, he just looks like him.
Looks, and if you put this image there, that's definitely fucking Troy Baker. And we also see him later on trying to convince Logan, I think, that joining Team X again would be the right move for him, as they are trying to protect and build something for the mutants. So with all of this basically kind of taken care of, we can now break down the prequel comic. I won't be able to show you every single image on here though, as these things are paywalled, but I can show some of them while also summarizing the entire story for you. And it's not super long, it's only the first issue. There's only a few key things here, but obviously as they come out, we will cover them and it'll extend and be a much longer story. Now, once again, this is a comic that takes place before the events of the game, and it showcases Logan as a member of Team X. The comic also tells us that Team X is led by Nathaniel Essex, and that Team X considers itself the first and last line of defense for mutants. The members showcased in this specific comic are Logan, Sabretooth, Mystique, and Sunfire. They have been fighting Bolivar Trask and his anti-mutant operations from the shadows for a very long time, meaning Trask and the mutants already have a long history before the game begins. Issue number 1 follows Team X receiving intelligence about a secret Trask facility somewhere in Arizona. Trask has gone to extreme lengths to erase almost every record of what is inside, which immediately makes Logan suspicious. He correctly realizes that Trask wants him to fight.
Wait, Chad, can you answer the video? Testing. Testing. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Sorry about that.
Walking directly into a trap. Nathaniel Essex knows this too, but he sends them in anyway because he believes that whatever Trask is hiding or whatever trap he has planned is worth the risk. Team X launches an assault, and it looks like Logan appears to be their field leader, as he's the one taking command and giving orders. However, during this mission, Logan can't shake the feeling that something is wrong, and even Sabretooth sensed it. There's also this strange moment where Logan appears to be overwhelmed by something before entering the facility. Once Logan gets underground, he discovers this supposed munitions bunker that they were supposedly tracking, but it isn't a munitions bunker at all. Instead, he finds what looks like a living area with a bed, with food. It looks almost like a prison cell. And once he goes inside, his communications suddenly stop working, and he senses that someone is nearby. Logan discovers a young woman with green reptile skin. She appears to be hiding, and when Logan sees her, he extends his claws. As she begs for her life, she tells him, "Please don't kill me." And then we get a to be continued sign. This is basically where issue number 1 ends. Obviously, what I'm seeing and what I'm picking up is some tension now between Team X and Wolverine. Logan is having difficulties continuing these missions that they're on, and I think that him finding this young girl is going to lead to him questioning everything that they're doing and if it's even worth it. Maybe something happens to this young girl that he's clearly going to try to protect and he can't live with it, or he feels that it was a bad idea from the beginning. Something clearly happens, right? And his relationship with Team X is broken. Maybe his trust in Nathaniel Essex is broken, and he kind of leaves after that. He quits and he goes on his own, and then, we'll end up finding Logan in the game. But this is kind of the lead up to that. And I like it because it basically prepares us for the game, and we get a little bit more of that lore, a little bit more of that knowledge. And I love that shit when it comes to these story games.
Just can't let a man rest in peace, can you?
See, like, that's the one that I'm actually gonna like about the game too. All right, now we got Evan. We got Evan Palarka. We're gonna check out Evan's video. All right, lock in. We're on Evan. And I also want to check out Cabooses' video too. All right, Evan Palarka. It's time.
Welcome back, true believers and all you merry Marvelites out there, to an extremely exciting installment of Marvel's Wolverine 101. Because today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as it stands right now, July 23rd, is in fact day 1 of San Diego Comic-Con, which, as you can tell, I am sadly not in attendance this year. I just got a lot of different things going on personally that will not allow me to go to San Diego as it stands right now. But there is a lot of exciting stuff that is currently going on within the San Diego Convention Center, specifically, of course, pertaining to Marvel, and more specifically, Marvel games, where right now, it is a little bit after 1 p.m., where I waited to see in case any other extra bits of news were going to release from both major Marvel games panels that were held within Hall H, which is the biggest show floor area that you can have within Comic-Con to host a panel in, where they had panels for both Marvel's Wolverine and Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, which is extremely, extremely exciting. In fact, I recently did a collaboration video with my good buddy Slickmoth going over our predictions for what we are expecting to appear during Comic-Con and what we hope to see be showcased, and pretty much everything that I theorize that would be here for both Marvel's Wolverine and Marvel Tokon were here in one way or another, which is insanely cool to see. And just as someone like me who is beyond stoked for both of these Marvel games, I am super happy that they were able to showcase a lot of awesome footage for these experiences in the biggest area possible within Hall H. Because if you guys don't know, I previously was lucky enough to attend the prior Comic-Cons where they held a lot of awesome Marvel games panels in 2018 for Spider-Man PS4, 2019 for Marvel's Iron Man VR and Marvel's Avengers, and the best one, which I will never forget in my entire life, which was in 2023 for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, where the crowd went ballistic for the entire showcase of Marvel Spider-Man 2 with the story trailer. We got the PS5 bundle and the DualSense controller, and the 19 inches of Venom were there. All that showcase for Marvel Spider-Man 2 was unforgettable in my eyes, and now we are...
Bro, I'm upset. We do not get a collector's edition or no cover for Wolverine. Why? Wait, hold on. That actually begs the question. Actually, hold on a minute. still do think I want to have that picture. This just looks so hard. I still love Spider-Man 2 to this day, but like the Venom section is just horrible. Or at least the Venom stuff is eh. I still like playing against Venom, but like the whole entire Venom stuff is just eh. I still love this black suit. I still love this black suit.
Reliving that same glory with Marvel's Wolverine and Marvel Tokon, and in a similar fashion, because with Marvel's Wolverine, we did receive a brand new story trailer for the game, which is exactly what I theorized we were going to see, and we now have it in full. And to read off of the PlayStation YouTube channel's description itself, it states, new allies and formidable adversaries emerge in the clash for mutant survival. As Wolverine, unite with Jean Grey to protect those most vulnerable. Fight alongside Team X to confront the world's deadliest villains in the caliber of Bolivar Trask, Omega Red, and Deathstrike, and stand against oppressive forces like the Reavers and the Hand. So I haven't seen this trailer yet, which is why this is a very special one-on-one video, because not only did I want to provide my live reaction to the trailer, but I also wanted to highlight some of the things that were unveiled for Marvel's Wolverine during this Hall H panel, and go over the PlayStation blog where they did highlight a few new things, and actually a couple things which are seemingly not going to be happening for the game, which I, for one, am actually pretty surprised about. But we do have a full-length story trailer right here. It is 1 minute and 50 seconds long, and this is actually the thing that I have been most anticipated about Marvel's Wolverine. If you've seen any of my prior videos, you guys would know that the biggest thing that I'm really hoping that Insomniac will be able to deliver as it stands right now when it comes to Marvel's Wolverine as a game, of course, besides the gameplay looking very dynamic from the demo we saw, the story with what Logan is going to be experiencing within his narrative, his connections with Jean Grey, and the other characters within Team X like Sabretooth and Mystique, I think, and Omega Red was also confirmed to be previously in Team X. So what is the general narrative about with Logan's journey? How dynamic is the story going to be? And if it's told in the right way, will it be able to top what I still believe to be the best of Insomniac stories with the first Spider-Man game, Spider-Man PS4 in 2018? We shall see, but we have the trailer right here, and I am very, very interested. All right, 3, 2,
Bro, this
1.
trailer was insane.
If it loads at all. YouTube, do you want to work with me today? Yes? No? And?
There we go.
Now. Great. Perfect. Okay. I wonder what the crowd's reaction was during the Hall H panel. Oh! Okay. So she knows Logan. He doesn't know her. Ooh, his eyes. The facial models looked insane. Okay. Were those the Reavers? Ooh. Ooh. Leech? No! Ooh. Creepy. Was that Trask? Ooh.
Actually, no, I actually raised a question. Now that I'm actually really thinking about it. Chat, could that honestly be... Could that be Bolivar? Now I'm looking at it.
Jean looks good. Mystique? A classic Sabretooth look. So that's different from his Team X black uniform.
The future. For mutants. That is why you belong here.
Okay. Motorcycle chase. So different sections where I'm assuming we can use...
Hold on, wait a second. Is this... Okay, yeah, that's on. Hold up, chat. Give me 1 second. Hold up, chat. Chat, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure. Is this thing on? Like, is my actual, like... Okay, yeah, it is on. Okay, we're good. Alright, chat, we're good. Sorry about that. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, let's keep going.
Use the motorcycle in gameplay. Deathstrike. Whoa. Ooh. The Hand. Patch. Sweet. Oh my gosh! Dismantling everybody. Woo! Ooh, okay. That looks sick. Ooh! Omega Red. That's sick. Ooh! Oh!
That adamantium skeleton.
Oh, the
That
adamantium skeleton you could see. Is he gonna go like full on adamantium skeleton?
Let a man rest in peace, can you?
Nice. Wow. Okay, cool. So for me, that did not, for me personally, I might just be biased because, of course, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. But when I tell you that the crowd erupted, like, beyond erupted when they showed the story trailer for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 with the Venom reveal, and just the tone of the story for that trailer alone blew everyone away. That was not on the same level for me, but that looked really, really good nonetheless. Very interesting to see all these mutants in the story. Again, what I'm really looking forward to is Insomniac growing this mutant side of their Marvel Universe, so we obviously are going to be playing as Logan throughout the majority of the game. They did confirm that seemingly Logan is the only playable character in the story, as we know right now, but Jean Grey has a big presence right here, so maybe they're trying to, you know, trick people and say, oh, Logan's the only playable character. Psych, Jean Grey is also a playable character in the game as a cool, like, level in the story, like what we got with Venom and Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm not sure right now, but I think the, again, narrative expanding the mutant side, introducing these other mutant characters, Logan's connection to them, it seems like, again, he didn't recognize Jean Grey there, but he might maybe regain his memories throughout the story, and what is going on with the other characters, his kind of, like, partnership in a way with Sabretooth, because they're teaming up with each other, and Sabretooth has his black Team X outfit and his classic, you know, iconic Sabretooth look, so what is the timeline throughout the story? What's going on there? What's his connection with everyone? That is what's going to intrigue me about playing the game, is diving into this mystery and unraveling it as we play through the game. So that was cool for the story trailer. We also got some screenshots that Insomniac revealed, which were from the story trailer, which were very, very cool, but I did take some notes from what was unveiled from the Comic-Con panel and what was highlighted in this most recent PlayStation blog, which I did want to discuss and provide you all with the information about in this video. So, for starters, the soundtrack for Marvel's Wolverine is being composed by David Fleming, who, if you do not know, is actually the composer of James Gunn's 2025 Superman movie, which, hot take, I don't know, but I thought was absolute trash. I couldn't stand anything about that movie. Sorry, Superman fans. And I like Superman a lot, but that movie was terrible in my opinion. But he did do the soundtrack for the Last of Us HBO show, which I actually really, really like, and both the game and the show. But his score is now available to listen, I believe the main theme of Wolverine right now. But the full score, the full soundtrack of the game in its entirety will be available for the public to listen to on all platforms on August 28th. And again, I'm biased, especially because I got to interview him, John Paisano, who's the composer for the Marvel Spider-Man games. He has a lot to live up to, David Fleming, especially since I wasn't really a fan of how they repurposed the iconic John Williams Superman score for James Gunn's Superman, and just kind of added a few new, like, electric guitar riffs and stuff. But what we've heard of the soundtrack so far for Wolverine sounds pretty good, so I'm really excited to hear the full extent of it by the time we get the full soundtrack on August 28th.
I mean, I'll
the
be
second
fair,
reveal, which is way more exciting.
I'll be fair with that. I'll be fair with that. Like, I guess I'll be fair with that because, like, I had no idea that David did the whole that David worked on the music for the HBO show. So, like, I guess I'll be fair with that. I didn't even know because I was like, I prefer Gustavo Santaolalla.
In my opinion, is the Marvel Tokon Wolverine suit that we see in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, the fighting game which will be releasing next month in August from Arc System Works. That anime-style, Japanese-looking, cartoonish-style Wolverine suit is officially in Marvel's Wolverine as a free cosmetic that you'll be able to unlock by simply playing through the game with no deluxe edition needed, just by playing through the base game. That suit will be in Marvel's Wolverine at launch for free just by playing through the game. That is super cool, and I'm wondering now if that also means, considering that we're getting the Spider-Man Brand New Day Tom Holland suit in Marvel Spider-Man 2 on July 28th, will we also receive the Marvel Tokon Spider-Man suit added in Marvel Spider-Man 2 at some point as well. That would be really cool. But again, because Insomniac Games and Arc System Works have this first-party partnership with PlayStation, they are able to do both. And not just for Insomniac, but also Marvel Tokon, just like they also revealed with the Advanced Suit 2.0, that's going to be a suit for Spider-Man in Marvel Tokon. They also revealed that the Battle Reborn suit, what they're calling it, the default yellow and black Insomniac Wolverine suit, will also be an alternate suit for Wolverine in Marvel Tokon. And for me, both the Advanced Suit 2.0 and the Battle Reborn suit will never be coming off when I play both Spider-Man and Wolverine in Marvel Tokon. That's sick. I love the collaboration, the consistent partnership between all these studios underneath PlayStation's umbrella. I hate what PlayStation's doing with killing off physical media.
Thank you.
But the way on how they're collaborating with these partners and allowing them to incorporate their art styles and feature them in just cool collaborations like this.
That's like one of the things
that's
one of the things
awesome.
I'm just
and
like upset about. No more physical.
That by the time Tokon and Wolverine release, that we could see either of those suits in Marvel Rivals as well for either Wolverine or Spider-Man or vice versa. Just any of the characters in either of those games showing up in Marvel Rivals as well would also be great brand synergy between the Marvel games and these studios. So that was really cool. Again, I'm not too big on wearing different alternate suits between different characters in the Insomniac games. I mainly wear just the default suits, but if you're a fan of the more anime, artistic aesthetic for the character, then the Tokon Wolverine suit is definitely going to be the suit you want to wear in the game. On top of that, if you're mainly at Comic-Con yourself, you may have seen the pictures that even I posted on the community tab and have been shared on social media that Marvel is going all out with the overall aesthetic showcase of Wolverine. We got a Wolverine statue in the Comic-Con show floor. There's a prototype Sentinel head from the Wolverine game outside of the Comic-Con booth. And if you do visit the Marvel booth and take a photo with Wolverine and the statue from the game, you will get not only physical, replica claws of Wolverine, but also a prequel comic, just like what we've gotten from Marvel Spider-Man 2 in the past as well. Marvel's Wolverine also now has an official prequel comic, which I have seen some panels from and the synopsis about, and I can confirm here, and especially based on the story trailer and what the prequel comic reveals, is that it seems like also what I can kind of theorize back in my Who's the Main Villain video collaboration that I did with my buddy Comic Blast Keenan. It seems like that Mr. Sinister may in fact be the main villain of Marvel's Wolverine, because in the prequel comic, it turns out that Mr. Sinister, also known as Nathaniel Essex, is the leader, or at least the kind of head overseer of Team X. Of course, the team that Logan was in before going solo, and the X-Men don't exist yet in the Marvel's Wolverine universe. So Wolverine being a part of Team X, Nathaniel Essex was the leader of that group, or at least the main man who was in charge of that group, and he was revealed in the prequel comic, and it looked like he was kind of teased there a little bit in the story trailer. We hear some dialogue, which sounds like it could be from Mr. Sinister or something like that. But I am a bit divided on that right now, because I understand that Insomniac wants to build out this X-Men universe for these games, and if we get a sequel to Wolverine, it's most likely not going to be a Marvel's Wolverine 2, especially considering we have other mutants shown with Jean Grey, Sabretooth, Mystique. All these characters are in the game already. A Wolverine 2 would more than likely be leading right into the X-Men. And Mr. Sinister is also a really good villain to use as an X-Men villain. So I personally would like to have seen a more personal pick related to Logan. Like, we already know Sabretooth is in the game. I don't know if he would be a good pick as the main villain because he's already in the story, but maybe they could have done some other character that relates more to Logan. Like I've said, Romulus from the comics I think is an interesting pick, and a character we've never seen in any form of Wolverine media outside the comics. So I think he would have been an interesting choice. But Mr. Sinister feels more like a X-Men group villain, and definitely even a character like Magneto. There'd be no way that he would be a main villain for a Wolverine game, especially since he would wreck him in 2 seconds, given his power set. But Mr. Sinister as a main villain for a Wolverine game is a very interesting choice, and I really hope the story will elaborate and explain.
I was gonna say, Chad, just imagine if Wolverine, just imagine if Magneto is the main villain for Wolverine, instantly just goes, I smell your adamantium from a mile away. lifts Wolverine up, rips the adamantium out of his body.
Explain why Insomniac decided to go that route, especially since they're already teasing other villains in the game like Lady Deathstrike and Ogun and the Hand are in there. So a lot of cool different picks to look into for Wolverine's lore. But using Mr. Sinister as seemingly the main villain is an interesting choice. So a lot of variety there, and I'm very curious to dive into what the story is relating to him and Logan's connection as well. And just like the Insomniac Spider-Man games, Spider-Man PS4 was an origin story in a way for Dr. Octopus. Marvel Spider-Man 2 was absolutely an origin story for their version of Venom. Could this be an origin story of Mr. Sinister in Marvel's Wolverine? I think that could be really cool, especially if he's written and portrayed in a really compelling way. And the final thing from this Comic-Con panel, which actually was not there, and I don't think we're going to get a reveal of it in the future, because I feel like this panel would have been the perfect place to reveal this, but we did not see it, is a PlayStation 5 bundle and DualSense controller themed after Marvel's Wolverine. So, of course, I have it right behind me as well. My beautiful Marvel Spider-Man 2 PS5 bundle. That's also autographed by Najee Jeter and Tony Todd. Rest in peace. That was a insane reveal to see during the Marvel Spider-Man 2 panel with the PS5 bundle showcasing the symbiote encroaching on the panels, and the DualSense controller looked sick, and everyone got super hyped. And you could also order not only the bundle itself, but also you could physically purchase the plates, the PS5 plates, or the DualSense controller separately, especially considering it's not just because it's Spider-Man, but also it's a major first-party release for Marvel's Wolverine and Marvel's Spider-Man. But for Marvel's Wolverine, with Insomniac being the main first-party developer from PlayStation, Wolverine has a really big fan base and a really huge following, and I would think that, especially since the Marvel Spider-Man 2 PS5 is actually locked for the old PS5 model, there's no Spider-Man 2 PS5 Pro, because that bundle came out before the PS5 Pro was announced.
Right.
I was for sure thinking we were going to see a Wolverine PS5 Pro bundle with a yellow and black themed, aesthetic and color palette.
Exactly. See, look.
And
exactly, you could go like they could have gone so far with having the collectors, bro. They could have gone so far, like whatever I tell you guys, they could have gone so far. Like they could have had it like yellow and black with claw slashes going down the middle of the. That would be
a DualSense controller to go alongside that. Or at the very least, if they don't want to do a bundle for a console, then they could do a controller at minimum. And actually, same with Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, since that is also a major first-party title from PlayStation, and it's also a big item within the fighting game community. So you would think either Wolverine, Tokon, or potentially both would receive a PS5-themed console bundle in some way. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. There was no reveal or announcement from that during either of the panels, and I find that very intriguing. It's also kind of, telling, since Marvel's Wolverine and Marvel Tokon will not have collector's editions. There will be no statue, no anything for a collector's edition for the game. So, no collector's edition, no bundle, no DualSense controller. That's a bit interesting, considering that these are big, major, especially Marvel-themed first-party titles from PlayStation, but neither of them are going all out. It only seems like Spider-Man is worthy of that, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
But my copium senses are tingling and telling me that if the reason why Insomniac and Marvel are not doing a Wolverine-themed PS5 or a Tokon-themed PS5, that tells me that they might be waiting for the perfect opportunity to announce, if the rumors are implying it's true, next year, Marvel's standalone Venom game from Insomniac, and then we could see another PS5 Pro bundle reveal or announcement of some kind with a Venom-themed PS5 based off the game if it releases in September of 2027. That's my hope.
That's what I've been wanting.
That would be insane, and
I think I think a Venom-based PS5 would have gone better if it was for Spider-Man 2, because like most of the stuff in Spider-Man 2 was straight up just promoting Venom. Like I feel like that would have been better, but I'm not. That's just my thing.
I can only hope and keep my fingers crossed that's what they're implying if they're not doing it for Wolverine or Marvel Tokon. But with all that said, everybody, that is the quick 101 rundown of Marvel's Wolverine from San Diego Comic-Con. Not a lot of, major takeaways from the panel. We did get some concept art. We saw some cool stuff from Wolverine fighting the Hand and up-close looks at Jean Grey and Mystique and Sabretooth. But nothing really, in my opinion, that was too mind-blowing in the sense of the scope and scale of, again, I was in attendance for Comic-Con in 2023, 2018, 2019. Very cool showcase, absolutely, but was it on the same level of hype as Marvel's Spider-Man 2? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What are you most excited for Marvel's Wolverine as it stands right now? Is it the story trailer? Is it the prequel comic?
By the way, chat,
is it the...
after we're done with Ragnar Sadat, we're gonna play. I want to play some Tokon Biting Soul
soundtrack. Let me know all your thoughts and what do you want to see from the game next, especially knowing that it comes out September 15th. We are less than 2 months away, not a lot of whole time left to market the game, so what would you want to see be shown from the game next? What are you looking for from the story? And any other thoughts you may have. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely stay tuned for more Wolverine videos coming in the future. I got a lot more coming for you guys soon. Leave a like, share, subscribe, and sign up to my channel memberships to support me if you feel like it. But
Bro,
until
I just can't
then,
wait
thank you all so much for watching. Stay merry, Marvelites, and peace out.
Bro, I can't wait. The game's gonna be crazy. All right, and now we have Sadat. We got Sadat next. Everything revealed that we gotta check out Sadat's videos first. And then after that we're gonna play some Tokon.
What it do, Durag Nation? We just got finished with the Marvel's Wolverine Comic-Con Hall H Deep Cuts panel, and it was packed with new reveals and the highly anticipated story trailer. But before we even got to Hall H, Insomniac has some massive news. If fans in attendance headed to the Marvel booth with the Wolverine statue, you can pick up some exclusive merch like actual claws and a physical copy of the official Marvel's Wolverine prequel comic. But people with a Marvel Unlimited subscription could read the comic early, and I of course have a subscription because I lack self-control. And this comic had some of the biggest reveals we've gotten for Wolverine so far. So today, I'll quickly break down everything new we learned about Marvel's Wolverine that you may have missed during Comic-Con. First, Hawk smash that like button so YouTube shares news, and let's get it. Okay, so the comic follows a mission with Team X, back when Logan was part of the Mutant Black Ops squad built to stop Bolivar Trask from hunting their kind. Think government wet work team, except everyone on it has superpowers. The roster is stacked. You've got Sabretooth, Mystique, and then a brand new addition to Insomniac's Marvel Universe, Sunfire, Shiro Yoshida. If you don't know Sunfire, he's basically the mutant answer to the Human Torch. He generates superheated plasma, the kind of heat you don't measure in degrees, you measure in how close is this to the surface of a star. Great guy to have on a stealth mission. But here's the big reveal they slipped into their freebies. The leader of Team X is none other than Nathaniel Essex. Comic fans are kicking their feet right now because that is the real name of Mr. Sinister. The guy running the Black Ops Mutant Squad is one of the most dangerous villains in X-Men history. And assisting Essex is a guy named Walter, and eagle-eyed comic people are already clocking who that probably is. Walter Lankowski, better known as Sasquatch. Walter is a brilliant scientist who ran an experiment that went sideways and turned him into a 9-foot orange Sasquatch. And if you've been keeping up since Immortal Hulk, you know he's been going by Walter Sampson these days. So slipping him into a Team X book as just Walter is a very deliberate deep cut. I think it's safe to assume Nathaniel is going to go the Dr. Octavius route at some point in this game, so by the end, there might be a proper Mr. Sinister fight. Crazy they revealed all that just in the prequel comic. Insomniac kicked off the actual panel with the story trailer I predicted they would have, and it...
Bro, whenever I tell you, again, if y'all have not seen Generator X, and if y'all know about Van Clyce, bro, at some point in the show, it's been also, it's like, I've been rewatching it recently, but there's a moment in the show where he gets his powers back, and he tries to go, and he pretty much manipulates Rex for the entirety of that. The same thing could be happening here with Logan.
Was incredible. We opened on Wolverine nearly attacking Jean Grey, who is standing there in this gorgeous red dress because something or someone is messing with his head. This will be shown throughout the trailer. Something is causing him to see things and be grumpier than normal. The trailer also leans hard into the Jean and Logan relationship. Sit in the chair, Cyclops fans. We got a lot more of these two together, including a sequence where they go undercover at the than normal. The trailer also leans hard into the Jean and Logan relationship. Sit in the chair, Cyclops fans. We got a lot more of these two together, including a sequence where they go undercover at the Madripoor Casino, and Wolverine breaks out the Patch costume. For the uninitiated, Patch is Wolverine's master disguise, and the disguise is an eye patch. That's the whole thing. He puts on one eye patch, and the entire criminal underworld of Madripoor goes, never seen that man before in my life. It works every time. Jean Grey fans were also eating good with this trailer. For 2 years now, the chronically online chuds have been crying about Insomniac's Jean Grey being ugly. Insomniac just handed all those culture warriors a bigger L than Christopher Nolan did with the Odyssey's opening weekend. If this is ugly, you might not be attracted to human women. So here's where the comic and the game start shaking hands. In the trailer, Nathaniel
Hey, Sadat, you're not wrong though.
Essex appears to have been captured by Trask, and Wolverine goes on a mission to rescue him. Yes, the same Essex who's secretly Mr. Sinister. So Logan's out here risking his life to save a guy the audience knows is a ticking time bomb. I can't wait to see how this plays out in the game. We also see Jean Grey and Wolverine teaming up to rescue the captured Morlocks, the underground mutant community that Insomniac's Jean Grey is taking a leadership role in, since the X-Men don't exist yet in this universe. Then we got more Lady Deathstrike, and she looks even cooler than in the Ain't No Hero trailer. She's even wielding a sword, which seems to be a deep cut reference to the electromagnetically forged katana she used before becoming a cyborg in the comics. We learn she's the leader of the Hand.
Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. A lot. I thought that was tomorrow. Wait, hold up. It's glowing though. Wait, hold up. Wait, what? Wait, hold up. What was that? Okay.
Magnetically forged katana she used before becoming a cyborg in the comics. We learn she's the leader of the Hand, and she is the reason these ninjas are hunting Wolverine in the first place. Which makes the next part interesting. The trailer shows what looks like a boss fight against Ogun, Wolverine's immortal former mentor. And in it, Jean and Lady Deathstrike are both on Logan's side, as we see by zooming in on the background. So Deathstrike goes from wanting to destroy him with everything she has to temporary ally, which is actually a pretty comic accurate summary of their relationship. Speaking of frenemies, we got more Sabretooth, who was
that's the okay. Aside from Blitz saying that, that's like the third person now that's saying that. Blitzwinger said it first. Now this is very interesting. So like, could Lady Deathstrike be after Ogun? Because wait, is it possible that Ogun turned the Hand against Deathstrike? Because like Ogun has been known to use any sort of, because Ogun has been known to do that. He's been known to use people against their will. Nah, that's crazy. Hold up. That's actually crazy because like if Deathstrike lost her, if Deathstrike fights Wolverine at first and after that immediately swaps sides right after to explain what's going on. Ogun could take control of the Hand. Oh my god, it could be Ogun that's been manipulating been manipulating Deathstrike the whole entire time to have her fight Wolverine. And eventually it's nah, that's crazy. It's a good anime movie and a gaming person. It is. Because, like, if that's the case, then Ogun would. Hold up. If that's the case, then Ogun wouldn't. Because, like, Ogun does have his own group in the comics, but, like, I guess in this game, like, he's manipulating or controlling. Wait, never mind. Mind control. Of course, he can mind control the Hand. Could try to do it with Logan before.
Ninjas are hunting Wolverine in the first place, which makes the next part interesting. The trailer shows what looks like a boss fight.
Yeah, because he has blue eyes over here.
Against Ogun, Wolverine's immortal former mentor, and in it, Jean and Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah, they're just chilling here.
are both on Logan's side, as we see by zooming in on the background. So Deathstrike goes from wanting to destroy him with everything she has to temporary ally, which is actually a pretty comic accurate summary of their relationship. Speaking of frenemies, we got more Sabretooth, who
I take that back. Ogun could 100% be controlling the hand. And probably yanked control from Lady Deathstrike as soon as he found out that Wolverine had nothing to do with her father putting the adamantium on his skeleton.
is a confirmed ally that helps you in combat. We even got our first look at their team-up attack, but we also see what appears to be the beginning of their falling out. I'm guessing Sabretooth wasn't happy that Logan left Team X, and it appears like Wolverine may have approached his former teammate for help with his mission to help Jean and the Morlocks, rather than rejoin Team X, which sets him off. We also got another look at the Sentinel, plus what might be our first look at Bolivar Trask himself, the man building them. We've seen his logo on everything, but now we may finally have a face to put to the anti-mutant billionaire. It, of course, wouldn't be a Wolverine trailer without new costumes. Suit-wise, the trailer features the Team X outfit, first shown in the official Marvel's Wolverine art book, and one of my most requested looks, the classic Wolverine white tank top. Tank top Logan is undefeated, and I won't be taking questions. And then the crossover nobody had on the bingo card, a collab with Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Over in Tokon, Wolverine gets Insomniac's Battle Reborn suit, and in Marvel's Wolverine, you get his Tokon suit, rebuilt in the game's signature cel-shaded art style, and that one's unlockable. So both games are basically trading jackets.
Yeah, I think, it looks like we are going to be getting Wolverine with a tank top. I just want the all black suit.
The panel also dropped new screenshots of Insomniac's take on the classic comic book looks for Sabretooth and Mystique. So on top of their Team X uniforms they've been exclusively wearing in the trailer so far, looks like we'll also get to see Insomniac's version of their iconic outfits. Please let them be playable in a DLC. Now, there was one prediction I made about this panel that didn't come true, and some people will be pretty disappointed. Coming off the last Insomniac Hall H panel for Spider-Man 2, a lot of us fully expected a custom Marvel's Wolverine PS5 bundle, the console plates, the matching controller, the whole treatment Peter got, and it didn't happen. But Insomniac has so far only confirmed that we're not getting a collector's edition. I can't imagine Sony would pass up the opportunity to sell more PS5s, especially with the latest hardware sales numbers, by not having at least a full PS5 and PS5 Pro bundle that comes with the Wolverine game along with the plates and controller. The game launches in September, so there's still a whole month left for them to reveal it. Maybe they're saving it for Gamescom. That's everything so far Wolverine dropped at Comic-Con, but that's not all the superhero game announcements we have to look forward to. There's still a bunch of upcoming superhero games you should be excited about, and I broke down all the ones coming in 2026 and beyond. Click the video on screen to learn more. And if you're watching this on a TV, check it out under my must-play superhero games playlist. And a huge shout out to everyone.
Nah, that has to be chat. Like, I'm really looking at it right now. Hold up. Let's go back to this trailer again. That would not make any... Hold up. All right, chat. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, like this part right here in the trailer, like this has to be like where he fights Omega Red, but like anyways, that does look interesting.
The hunt is ready.
Wait, hold up. They have blue. Yep, this is 100%. Yep, they're 100%. Whoa. Well, let's slow this down real quick. Do they have blue eyes? I'm seeing glowing blue eyes. Ted, are you seeing glowing? Hold up. Let me. I think I'm seeing blue eyes. It was hard to catch it, but like I know that I saw something.
The hunt is ready.
There's blue eyes right there. That's Ogon.
Most people.
I was him working with the hand. Yeah, this 100. This looks like it's Ogun. Hold on, I want to pull it up for you guys. This 100% looks like it could be Ogun. Yeah, it is Ogun, but like. I want to go back to look at this again because like this look. Yeah, this is Ogun like in full fledged like him without the robe.
It's ready.
Let me know if I'm crazy. I swear I saw blue.
Most people I see clearly. But you.
Ogun probably took control. Wait a minute, hold on a minute. Could it be a mind swap? Ogun could be in control of Deathstrike. Like low key, because like it's looking like Deathstrike doesn't know what's going on. Like she has no idea what's going on. Like she's just perfectly fine. Like she's like, what the heck's going on?
It's ready.
Most people I see clearly. But you.
And this fight has to happen before then. Yeah, this fight had to happen before then, and Ogun took control of her, and after that, Wolverine And after that, Logan beats Logan realizes what's going on, and she wakes up. She's like, "What the heck's going on?" And after that, we get wait. That would be hold up. That's hard. Because like the weapon's the same color here as it was for the sword that she's holding.
Tear the beast. The high.
And Deathstroke has no idea what's going on. Yep. Yeah, Ogun 100%. It seems like it's it seems like Ogun took over Deathstroke's body. And Deathstroke's like, what the fuck is going on? And after that, Ogun oh my gosh, dude, that's hard. He's nah, that's hard. He could be controlling the hand, I'm not even gonna lie. He could be controlling the hand. But we're gonna go ahead and play some Tokon Fighting Souls. Oh wait, okay, it wasn't loud. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're good, chat, we're good.
Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Press any button.
We're gonna play some Fighting Souls.
Setting up network.
Episode.
The Amazing Guardians first.
Amazing Guardians.
I'm sorry, I want to play Spider-Man. Bro, I already like the animation style. The animation style is hard.
So, boss, what you think? You sure, boss? I mean, they fought pretty well. Maybe we could spare this one for once? Okay, boss. It's showtime! Step is a darling little place. Homey, not fancy like the Shi'ar. Nice color scheme, green and blue. You're gonna love it.
New York. Boomerang.
Yeah. You win this time. But you haven't heard the last of the superior foes of...
Well, maybe I haven't seen the last of you, but I've definitely heard the last of you. That was kind of beneath me. I'm so tired. Superheroing burns through so much material, right?
Josh?
Okay, Squirrel Girl. Can you handle this until the authorities show up?
Sure thing, Spider-Man. Tippy Toe and I can handle anything. I bet you got important superhero business to do.
Yeah, important superhero business. The important is... Hello?
Petey! Oh, are you on your way? I just can't get these balloons inflated.
I'm on the way, Aunt May. Don't worry. For once, Peter Parker is actually gonna keep his promise.
Spider-Man!
The way you're dressed, you're either gonna try and sell me tickets to a Broadway show I can't afford, or you want to fight. Please, can we just not?
Don't worry, no fights.
Oh, that yet is not calming, lady. I don't...
Invitation for Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, I have a party to go to already. How come heroism never conflicts with something I don't want to do?
Congratulations, citizens of planet Earth! You've been selected for an amazing opportunity. Welcome to... the Challenge of the Champion! Your best, bravest, and most violent fighters will compete in a tournament to win the honor to face the champion! The supreme master of the pugilistic arts. But what happens if they lose? want to lose. You probably will. And now, all selected leaders have received their invites. Next, they choose their teams. How many in your team? That depends on your local culture. For example, the Shi'ar employ an Imperial Guard, and their unit is 100, so they got to send teams of 100 against the champion. You get 4? Are you sure, boss? That really doesn't seem fair.
Gambit. I already know that's Gambit.
Yeah, I get it. 4 fantastic people went into space from Earth and ushered
Fantastic
in
Four?
the super heroic age of marvels. Clever, but 4? Well, on the plus side, this should be pretty quick, huh? Oh, that's right. I nearly forgot. The one little thing the boss hates more than people who can't fight.
Yo, the one with the
is
Human
people
Torch is
who
in the
don't
game.
fight
If
fair.
I beg you, please do not make him a projectile spammer.
Good luck.
Oh, I didn't even see this. Hold on. Venom's in this game. Deadpool. Yeah, that is Gambit. It looks like it's Gambit.
Well, with great power and all that. Hey, Aunt May. I know this is bad, but... No, yeah. I'm sorry, but...
Bro, the suit looks so good.
I was on a call, Goblin.
Rude. Someone threatening to kill everyone on the Earth? That would include you.
See, that really is needy.
Bracers.
Brace yourself. Final round.
Not working. Come here. Totally battered.
Okay, Mr. Gobby. Or, can I just call you Gobby?
Mr. Spider-Man! Do you have an invite? I bet you have an invite. I
I know I'm new and we, strictly speaking, don't know each other, but I'm a huge fan.
No!
Old or new, you always fall for the, oh no, an innocent is in danger. And now, this is mine.
Oh my god, he sounds a spectacular goblin. What?
Stop! Some spiders can glide.
That's
Okay, get me to the fighting.
sounded hard, Mr. Spider-Man.
Actually, a little close. Oh yeah, we're just gonna return to main menu.
Battle. Training.
Wait, well, let's go to battle settings.
Online battle setting. Casual match. Our next matchup in the Challenge of the Champion tournament is led by Spider-Man. This team's got some serious power. Enter Neighborhood Geniuses! Led by Captain...
Over here! You ready? I'm famously responsible for your bruises! Wow, you are tough. Eat west! What are you... What? Heave ho! I'm here!
Moment of truth. Our next matchup in the Challenge of the Champion tournament is led by Blade. This team's got some serious power. Enter Nocturnal Exiles! Led by Spider-Man. They're here to try for the trophy. Enter Neighborhood Geniuses! At long last, the Titans clash. Which side will stand as humanity's last hope? Get ready to make some noise!
Get ready. The sharpest sword in the world is coming at you.
The bugle says I'm a menace. I'm not. Except to you.
Brace yourself! Round one! Fight!
I'm good. Watch this. Alrighty.
I can step in, you know.
Ah, I couldn't hit my combo.
Winner, winner. Assemble. On standby. Round 2. Fight. Got you. No use. You're in my sights. Here.
Over here. I got you. There you are. Come on. Not bad. Look at this. No biggie.
KO.
Hey, lighten up. At least you're still alive.
Round 3. Fight.
Some of this.
I'm ready.
Get ready. Catch. Leave this to me.
Not working. Spider shoot. Boom incoming. Oopsie. Over here. Yep. Not working.
Already.
Not bad. My turn, right? Boom incoming. Can you match proportionate spider speed? Yeah. Woohoo! Way too slow. Off I go. Watch this. It's over.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
We're good. Crispy. Good. Barely felt hard. Delivery. Here we go. Time. We're just ready. We're good. Watch this.
Yeah, I got it.
Time.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Waste of time.
Take this. No. That's here.
KO. Final round. Fight.
Face my fury. Here we go. I'm fine. I'm here. You're sweating. I come. You can't stop me.
That's on the way.
No sweating. I'm fine.
KO.
That was so close. I had to have it not messed up on it.
Listo. We done? You better be. I can't stick around. I gotta get back to the shop.
Winner. Player 1.
I'm not gonna lie, that does look like White Tiger. I'm not even gonna lie.
Get ready. The sharpest sword in the world is coming at you.
Brace yourself. Round 1. Fight.
Whoops. Like this. Whoops. Watch this. Down you. Deep hook. Here I go. Watch this. All right. Let's end this.
KO.
Yes, let's keep this up. Good. Whoops! Eat wet. There you are.
I can step in, you know.
Not working. Not working.
KO! Excellent!
You need more practice. This isn't it.
Assemble!
Ready whenever.
Round 3!
Close. No biggie.
Bro, I can't even do anything because like Spider-Man is just hella hard to even react to anything. It's ridiculous.
Ready for my fake Spidey sound? Flip, flip, and whip. Don't you just love it?
Watch this.
I'm here.
I got it.
I'm fine. No.
Gotcha.
As predicted.
You lost, but you're lucky. You're still a
Winner! Player 1!
Just one thing, yes.
Our next matchup in
Actually, nah. Actually, wait, hold up. I do like it though. I'm not even gonna lie. Hold up, what else is there? There's some rivals later on. But I do think that that's where I'm gonna end stream though. I appreciate y'all for coming out though. But let me see. I am streaming tomorrow, but I still 100% like chat, like I said before. Like I still 100% think that wait, never mind. But yeah, I do think that it could be a possession thing in the game with Lady Deathstrike. So. But anyways, chat. I appreciate y'all for coming out to the stream. Love y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.